Hey y'all, this is Mr. Pepin, and for our 7th week of online math, we are going to be analyzing the standard division algorithm with remainders. Last week, we explored the division algorithm with 2, 3, and 4-digit dividends. We're now going to look at an example to review some key terms. Our problem is 65 divided by 3. 65 is our dividend. It is the number being split up into smaller groups. It is also the number that goes inside the box. 3 is our divisor. It is the number of groups we are splitting 65 into. The number that goes outside the box. Remember, this box is another way of saying divide. This 65 could refer to anything. It could be $65, 65 toys, or 65 pencils. We don't know what object it's referring to. What we do know is that we are taking these 65 objects and dividing them into 3 equal groups. Only thing is, even after we split up 65 into 3 equal groups, there might be some of these objects left. That is where remainders come into play. We're now going to solve through, and hopefully I'll illustrate what I just said. Step 1. We divide one place value at a time. We start with the 6. And then we ask ourselves, does the outside digit, 3, fit perfectly into the inside digit, 6? We can find this out by skip counting with 3 and seeing if we can get to 6. One group of 3 gives us 3. 2 groups of 3 gives us 6. So by skip counting with 3, we see that we can reach 6. In other words, 3 fits into 6. It takes 2 groups of 3 to get to 6. The number of groups always goes on the top. How close to 6 we get, in this case, perfectly, goes on the bottom. And then we ask ourselves, is there anything remaining? Well, because 3 fits perfectly into 6, we have 0 remaining. Next step, we bring down the next digit, in this case, 5. And then we ask ourselves, does 3 fit perfectly into 5? If we skip count by 3, can we get to 5? Well, if we look over here to the right, we can see 2 groups of 3 gives us 6. That already exceeds 5. So the closest we can get to 5, skip counting by 3, is 1 group of 3. Remember, the group goes on top, 1, and how close to 5 we get, 3 goes on the bottom. And then we ask ourselves, is there anything remaining? We can find this out by taking 5 and subtracting 3. And we see, 5 minus 3, that there is a remainder of 2. So if we had $65, 65 toys, 65 pencils, and we tried to split them into 3 equal groups, we would get 3 groups of 21, but there would be a remainder of 2. We illustrate remainders with the symbol R. R is short for remainder, so 65 divided by 3 equals 21, remainder 2. Let's now look at a second example with a 3-digit dividend. Here we have 637 divided by 5. We start with 6. And then we ask ourselves, does the outside digit 5 fit perfectly into the inside digit 6? We can find this out by skip counting with 5. One group of 5 gives us 5. Two groups gives us 10. So as you can see, two groups of 5 already exceeds our inside digit of 6, which means the closest we can get to 6, skip counting by 5, is one group of 5. Remember, the groups go on top, and how close we get to 6, in this case 5, goes on the bottom. And then we ask ourselves, how much is remaining? We find this out by taking 6 and subtracting 5. And then we find that we have 1 remaining. Next, we drag down the next digit. The next digit next to the 6 is 3. Read what number we have just like it is, 13. And then we ask ourselves, if we skip count by 5, how close can we get to 13? Well, let's see. One group gives us 5. Two groups gives us 10. Three groups gives us 15. Now, 3 groups of 5 already exceeds our number of 13, which means the closest we can get to 13, skip counting by 5, is 2 groups. The groups go on top, so 2 goes on top, and how close to 13 we get goes on the bottom, 10. And then we ask ourselves, how much is remaining? We find this out by taking 13 and subtracting 10. 3 minus 0 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Lastly, we take our last digit and we drag it down. Read the number exactly as it is, 37. And then we ask ourselves, how close to 37 can we get, skip counting by 5? One group gives us 5, 2 groups gives us 10, 3 groups gives us 15. Let's keep going. 4 groups of 5 would give us 20. 5 groups of 5 would give us 25. 6 groups of 5 would give us 30. 7 groups of 5 would give us 35. And 8 groups of 5 would give us 40. 8 groups of 5, which is 40, exceeds 37, which means the closest we can get to 37, skip counting by 5, is 7 groups of 5. Remember, the groups go on top, 7, and how close to 37 we get goes on the bottom, 35. So now let's double check. How much is remaining? We find this by subtracting 35 from 37. 7 minus 5 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. What that means is 637 divided by 5 gives us an answer of 127 with a remainder of 2. 637 did not split perfectly into 5 groups. There were 2 remaining. Last but not least, we're going to look at an example with a 4-digit dividend. In this problem, we have 6,829 divided by 5. We start with 6, and then we ask ourselves, how close to 6 can we get, skip counting by 5? One group of 5 gives us 5. 2 groups of 5 gives us 10. 2 groups of 5 already exceed 6, which means the closest we can get to 6 is 1 group of 5. The groups go on top, 1, and how close we get, 5, goes on the bottom. We find out how much is remaining by subtracting 5 from 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. Next step, drag down the next digit and repeat. The next digit is 8. We drag it down, and then we read it exactly as it is, 18. How close to 18 can we get? Skip counting by 5. 5, 10. 3 groups of 5 gives us 15. 4 groups of 5 gives us 20. 20 is too high. It exceeds 18, which means the closest we can get to 18, skip counting by 5, is 3 groups. The groups, 3, go on top, and how close we get, 15, goes underneath. We find how much is remaining by subtracting 15 from 18. 18 minus 15, 8 minus 5 is 3, 1 minus 1 is 0. Drag down the next digit and repeat. The next digit is 2. We drag it down, and then we read the number exactly as it is, 32. How close to 32 can we get? Skip counting by 5. 4 groups of 5 gave us 20. 5 groups of 5, if we add one extra group, gives us 25. 6 groups of 5 would give us 30. 7 gives us 35. Which means the closest we can get to 32, skip counting by 5, is 6 groups. The groups go on top, 6, and how close we get, 30, goes on the bottom. We find how much is remaining by subtracting 30 from 32. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. Last step. We take our last digit, 9, and we bring it down. Read the number exactly as it is, 29. How close to 29 can we get? Skip counting by 5. Let's simply look over here. 2 groups of 5 gives us 10, 3 gives us 15, 4 gives us 20, 5 gives us 25. 6 groups of 5 gives us 30. That exceeds 29, which means the closest we can get to 29, skip counting by 5, is 5 groups. The groups go on top, 5. How close we get goes on the bottom, 25. And we find how much is remaining by subtracting 25 from 29. 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 minus 2 is 0. What we find now is 6,829 divided by 5 gives us groups of 1,365 with a remainder of 4. We've now done examples with 2, 3, and 4-digit dividends. As you work through your assignment, you will have examples with 2, 3, and 4-digit dividends. The first part of your assignment will be guided practice, which means as you work through these problems, there will be hints given. The second part of your assignment will be a math story. Hint, just like last week, there will be multiple steps. Last part of your assignment is going to be independent practice. You are going to solve these problems with 3 and 4-digit dividends and then show your work on the right. You do not have to use the standard algorithm for these problems if you don't want to. If you have a strategy that works better, let's say the partial quotient, use that strategy. Part 1, guided practice. Part 2, word problem. Part 3, independent practice. Good luck, class. I know you can do it.